I'm Private Welker, and welcome to a new Veterans Virtue. I have with me today Sergeant Corian. Hello, Sergeant.
Hello.
What made you interested in joining the 29th?
Well, I was always interested in working together in multiplayer games. Before I even knew about the 29, I always played on the RO servers, RO1. I just got in there, kind of see who was interested in playing together, and kind of did some teamwork and get the job done. And then a couple months later, Darkest Tower came out, and I basically did the same thing. Um, and not knowing about the 29 servers, I just kind of joined one and did the same thing that I always do. And actually noticed some guys with the tags that were actually working together, and I thought that was pretty cool, so I joined them. Did some teamwork, and then I basically got a Steam Friends invite from a guy called PC Taubinen, I believe it was, and he started talking and sending me the link to the forums and stuff, and I read it and thought it was really interesting, so I signed up straight away.
Awesome. So I know this was a long time ago, a little over 7 years, but what were your goals when you first joined as a private?
Basically just to make friends and do as I was told, really, which worked pretty well because I had awesome leadership, and the guys that were in the squad back in the day were really nice to me. I felt right at home. And afterwards I got a bit settled. I thought I was ready to get an AIT, and the first slot that opened up was the MG machine gun AIT, so I hopped into that. I wanted to be a great MG basically for the squad. Yeah, I thought I did pretty well, and from there I just wanted more and see if I can get up in the ranks, and eventually that worked as well.
So as I stated before, you've been in the unit for a little over 7 years. Did you ever picture being with the 29th as long as you have been?
No, not at all. I actually had a period where I couldn't attend drills on Sundays, and my squad had squad drills and company drills on Sundays, so my first thought was to just leave the unit. But then my squad leader told me that I could just see if I could join another squad, which I did, which was back in the day AP 1S3, which is now PP 1S3. So yeah, I had no idea, and I always stick with the unit mostly because of the guys that were in my squad. I basically stayed for them, was the number one reason.
So you're currently a squad leader with BP1S3. What are some of your daily tasks as a squad leader?
Mostly just kinda keeping tabs on the guys, see how they're doing. For instance, if they missed a couple of drills, see if they have any issues, or they need an absence or leave of absence. But I mostly do all my squad leader tasks on the drill days itself. Like on Mondays we have squad drills, so I plan the squad drill, write the squad reports and the after action reports. But fortunately I don't have to do that all alone, because I got an amazing assistant squad leader, Corporal Young. We basically rotate the jobs. 1 week he does the squad drills, and I do the squad report, and then the other week around we switch it around, and that works great. And yeah, that's basically it.
Awesome. What are some other staff positions you have held in the past or present right now?
My first job ever in the 29 was a enlistment liaison. I took that job because I was interested in to see how the process went, and I also wanted to help the 29 getting recruits processed. I think I did that about 9 months, and then gave well, I had enough. I seen it and thought someone else should have a go at it. And not long afterwards I remained in Lighthouse and became an assistant drill instructor, which was a really fun job. Basically just get back to BCT, get some old memories back, and all that stuff. Did that also for 9-10 months. Same feeling. I'd seen it and had the feeling that someone else should do it. And the job that I have now is a level technician, which basically means I build levels for the Darkest Tower, and that's, I think, one of the most jobs that I had in 29 so far, because well, building stuff for people which they can enjoy themselves on, yeah, just, I don't know, makes me feel good, and also I can just kind of get creative on maps and enjoy building them. So yeah, that's definitely the most fun position that I have right now.
After all these years, what made you stick with Darkest Hour?
Basically just the simplicity of the game. There's no weapon unlocks or gun attachments and all that stuff that modern games have. Also the graphics, they kind of have like this special atmosphere that they give that not a lot of games give to me. So yeah, it's really the reason that I still stick with it. And also when the units are gonna split up in 3 games, Arma III, Orchestra 2 and Stay in Darkest Tower, my whole squad voted to stay in Darkest Tower, and since I didn't want to leave them, I stick with it as well. So those are the reasons.
What is it about attending drills that drives you wanting more?
Well, back in the day when I was a young little private, I always got a bit nervous and shaky when I attended drills, because I was super excited for them. Obviously over the years that kind of decreased because I got more used to them, but there's always a kind of special feeling when life is being called, that just, you know, you have only one life basically and you gotta lead a whole squad to get a job done. That's basically what I love about those drills.
What is one memorable experience in the 29th? I'm sure there's probably a couple over the 7 years, but...
Yeah, I can't really recall one specific moment, but I think as a new private, joining the drills for the first time with an actual squad, and back in the day we also had 29 only scrims, which were usually quite late at night. Those were really exciting as well. You get to meet other people from different platoons. That was really memorable, especially since I was never used to things like that.
Who's one person you look up to in the 29th?
It's quite hard. Back in the day there were a couple of guys, but they're all gone now for, I don't know, at least 6 years, or 6 years at least. But one person that stands out right now would be First Sergeant Hartley. Used to be also in my squad as a squad leader. He always helped me when I got in trouble, because I used to be kind of a problem child basically in the 29th, and he always made sure that I didn't do it again and had another chance, and basically that's where I am now, thanks to him.
Well, I'd like to thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem.